Hello and welcome to the I Can Do program. I'm Dr. Salinas. We've created this program to help those of you out there who have a disability, injured, or maybe just need a little bit of exercise and help recapturing the quality of life that you once had. We're going to be using the cane as an exercise tool and a martial arts weapon. We're going to change it so that it is no longer seen as a crutch, but an empowering tool to help you have the quality of life you deserve. Thank you for coming to the second episode of I Can Do. In this episode, we're going to focus on cognitive diffusion, which I will define later. Now remember, always consult your physician first before engaging in any exercise activity. Now let's get started on learning how to use the cane as an exercise tool and a self-defense weapon. There are going to be times where we do techniques or stretches that require both our hands to be empty. At those times, what we're going to do is we're going to hook the cane either in our pocket, our belt, or our waistband. And then we're going to go through and do the techniques. Okay? Now the reason why we want to learn how to do this and get comfortable doing this is because I could be getting into my car or carrying something and need my hands free, but if something happens, still be able to quickly access my cane and not run the risk of knocking it down and having to fumble on the ground for it. So when we do these empty-handed techniques, put your cane either in the hook in the pocket or your belt. And now we're going to stretch our wrists. We're going to lay our hand flat, finger on finger, pressing down gently, and then bring it down. We're going to hold this. We're going to breathe deeply and relax. And now we're going to go ahead and straighten the arm, intensifying the stretch. It's important to remember to always warm up your wrists and your forearms whenever doing any of the cane techniques. Now we're going to bring it up slowly, turn the hand towards you, pull the fingers down. We want to warm up our wrists, forearms, and the tendons in those areas, because if you don't, then that's how you get carpal tunnel or tendonitis. Now it's time to switch. Gently just release, bend the other hand back, and relax. Always remember to breathe. Straighten the arm, intensifying the stretch even more. And then now, bringing the hand up, turning the fingertips towards you, and pulling down. And gently release, shake it out. Now we're going to continue warming up our wrists with single-handed cane rotations. Grab your cane in the center, support your arm on the forearm, and then just turn the hand palm up, palm down, palm up, palm down. Now we're not doing this fast, we're doing this gentle. Okay? Now we're going to move the hand back behind the elbow. We're going to allow these three fingers to relax. We're going to maintain control of the cane through making a ring with our index finger and our thumb. The cane can slide, but it will not fall out. Okay? And from here, we're now going to go full range of motion, bringing our hand back to our shoulder, allowing the elbow to pivot, and letting the cane gently go as far as it naturally will. Focusing on your breath. Nice, relaxed breath. And now we're going to change hands and go back to palm up, palm down. Palm up, palm down. Take nice, slow, relaxed breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. And now moving the hand back behind the elbow, going further, but again, not full range of motion, creating the ring with the index finger and the thumb, allowing the muscles and the tendons to get properly stretched. And then we're going to finish off with moving our hand back to the shoulder and go in full range of motion. Remember, allow the elbow to move. full range of motion. And this is the single hand cane rotation. And then gently relax and shake it out. In this point in our training, we're going to stretch out our shoulders. Take the cane on both ends, and what we're going to do is we're just going to turn it, kind of like we're turning a wheel. And the goal is to try and bring your elbows so they touch. And then go the other direction, and back. And let's just keep going back and forth. Breathing slowly, being aware of any thoughts that come up for you. Great. Now go ahead and release, relax, shake out the shoulders a bit, and then we're done. Now we're moving on to the twist. We're going to take the cane in both hands, and we're just going to rotate our hips, letting our arms just swing nice and relaxed. Now you're going to want to raise your back foot so the heel comes completely up and the hips turning all the way through. You don't want to leave your heel planted on the ground because you're putting too much pressure on the spine, and that's going to cause injury. So we'll allow it to twist all the way through, just warming up the core. Very good. Now go ahead and shake it out. Next exercise we're going to do is the hamstring stretch. Now before we start, I want to point out, I'm going to be showing you different stages to this exercise. Stay at the stage that is the most comfortable for you, that still gives you a good stretch. We're not here trying to push past what our body is telling us are our limits. We gently, incrementally go past them. So what we're going to do is we're going to place the cane on the ground in front of us. Our hands are on the crook of the cane. We're going to bend forward. Our feet are together. Our legs are straight. We're going to put our forehead onto our hands. Now while I do this, I'm going to be looking at you. You're going to want to have your head on your cane. Alright, so we just bend forward, make sure that the legs are straight, pull the pelvis up, and from here just start focusing on taking relaxing breaths. Now the next stage, when you're ready, is you push the hands forward, turning this into a modified downward dog, a yoga stretch that helps to stretch the back while at the same time stretching the hamstrings. From here, pull the cane back in, put your hands in the center of the cane, and bend deeper forward. You're still supporting yourself, your weight, with your hands on the cane and your feet. So your back, while it's getting more of a stretch, is not carrying any real weight at this time. You should not be feeling anything other than a stretch in your back while you do this at this stage. Now the third and final stage is going to be letting your hands hang. Here you may feel a little more in your back, but if it's warmed up properly, it should not hurt. If you do feel pain in your back, go back to an earlier stage. Now to come up, put the cane back on the ground, put your hands on the crook of the cane, bend your knees, pull the cane underneath you, use your arms and your legs to push yourself up so that your back is not engaged in coming up. That's the hamstring stretch. Moving on, we're now going to stretch our quads, the front part of our legs. For helping us with balance, we're going to put our hand on the wall. We're going to take the cane, take the crook, hook it on our ankle, and then we're going to walk it up. Okay? Then we're going to push our hips forward as we pull up. And this stretches the front of the leg. Right, now lower it gently. Switch hands, switch sides. Now one important note to make is if you start to lose your balance and you have to put your foot down, let go of the cane. Do not try and hold on to the cane. Remember, rock the hips forward, otherwise you're not really going to feel the stretch. And breathe and relax into the stretch. And then gently lower the cane. Shake out the legs. And that's how we stretch our quadriceps. Now we're going to do the calf stretch, the lower part of our leg. So we're going to put the cane by our feet. We're going to step back, but this time we're going to keep our heel to the ground. If you find that this isn't much of a stretch, then go ahead and step a little further forward. Make sure to keep the leg straight, calf on the ground. Support yourself between these 3 points, both feet and your cane. Now we're going to come up. We're going to change hands, change legs, step back, and stretch. Remember, throughout all of the training, what we do with one side, we do with the other. Deep breath, relax. Now great, come on up. That's the calf stretch. For this next exercise, we're going to work on trying to shorten the cane. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the cane at both ends and try and squeeze in. This works the chest, works the shoulders, the biceps. Taking deep, relaxing breaths. And keep squeezing. Now just gently relax and bring the cane down. Shake it out. Now we're going to use our isobands to work our shoulders. We're going to step on the isobands about shoulders width apart, slide the cane into the handles. We're going to pull it up, or we're just going to push straight up and then bring it down, doing military presses. Now if you want, you can go fast or you can go slow. They both have their benefit. And then bringing it down slowly and releasing. Continuing to work our shoulders, we're now going to do forward raisers. We're going to take, still the isobands are on the cane, we're going to pull up and then let it down slowly. Up and slowly. Remember to breathe while doing your exercises. Now some people find it better to actually exhale on the exertion. And then inhale on the down. A couple more. And you're done. This exercise is going to work on our biceps and our forearms. We're going to take the isoband still on the cane on both hands, and then just curl it up and down. But your palms are facing forward. So they're facing away from you as they come up. Now again, you can do this fast or slow, and always remember to breathe while doing your exercises. And very good, you're done. This next exercise is for the back of the arms. It's called the isoband kickbacks. Place the isoband underneath the foot, bend the elbow, and just push your hand back. This works the back of the arms, the triceps. Focus on your breathing. Now we're going to release. We're going to change sides with the other foot underneath and kick back. Now if you find you want more pressure, more tension, then shorten the distance between the foot, the band, the hand and the foot on the band. And you want to be bent over as you do this. And then release and shake it out. Now we're going to work on our glutes and our lower back, as well as our balance. We're going to do a back kick. So you're going to place the cane beside your lead leg, maybe a little bit forward. You're going to bend forward, bring the knee up, push it back, forward again, and down. Okay? This helps get the glutes, the bottom, the lower back, even the hamstring, and if you bring it forward enough, the hip flexors. Now let's go ahead, change hands, change legs. As I've said many times before, what we do on one side, we do on the other. Remember to breathe. And that's how you do your back kicks. Moving on with working our legs and our balance. We're going to work our legs and balance with a stance called the forward stance. Taking the cane in your hand, what you're going to do is step back with your lead leg. It's almost like when we're doing the calf stretch. Alright, both feet forward, hips are forward. We're balancing ourselves on all 3 points, and we're just going to hold this stance and focus on our breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, be aware of your thoughts as they come up. Honor any sensations. As they come up, take a moment to look at them. Analyze them as if you are a scientist seeing them for the first time. A whole new life form. Now we're going to come up, we're going to switch hands, and we're going to switch legs. And repeat the same thing. Now we're also going to continue looking at those thoughts and those feelings. Honoring them. Taking a moment to explore them, and then we let them go. As if we're putting it on a leaf and watching it flow down a river, or putting it on a cloud and just watching it drift away. Honor those thoughts, honor your feelings, but do not fight against them. Just let them be. And now just gently come up, and that's the front stance. Practicing some different strike angles from last episode. We're going to come down as if we're hitting the shoulder, creating a diagonal. Then we're going to loop around, come up into their floating ribs, drop down into the other shoulder, and then up into their other ribs. So we're making an X. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Focus on your breath while we're doing this. We never forget our breath. Okay, and now we're going to complete this one. Change hands. So down, up, 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 down, up. One more time. Down, up, down, and up. Those are strike angles 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to move on to doing what's called the single hand poke. What's going to happen is you're going to take your hand, put it at your hip, you're going to punch it out as if you're sort of stabbing somebody. But you want it to be a strong punch, because what's happening is you're hitting the person in the sternum or in the xiphoid process, that soft part right there, and you're making them stop if they're coming towards you. Now we're going to do the other side. It's the same thing. Okay? Just make sure to snap it out. Okay. Breathe. Always remember to breathe. Make sure it's strong. The idea is you're strong enough to stop somebody with this. Alright. Very good. Shake it out. It's a great workout for the shoulders. Single hand poke. Now we're going to learn the low block. We're going to hold the cane in the ready position, again about an inch down from the crook of the cane. What we're going to do is we're going to be circling the cane in front of the body and then down. And we're stopping down by our legs, but just past our legs. And I'm going to be stepping back with the leg that has the cane. So I'm going to circle, step back, and stop. I'm stepping back because this way I'm moving the target out of the way. So circle, block. Circle, block. Right? Now we're going to change hands. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And remember, we're keeping this hand, my empty hand up just in case I need to do something to block or protect myself. In fact, another note about this hand is I have it turned, my palm turned towards me, because this way, if somebody has a knife and they cut me, they're only drawing blood versus eliminating the use of my fingers. All right, that's the low block. Now we're going to do the reverse low block. The low block protects an attack against an attack coming from the lead side, the side holding the cane. Now we're going to protect against the side opposite. This time, I'm going to circle around and down. Okay? So I'm going clockwise if it's in my right hand. Okay, circle around and down, stop at the leg, and once again we're stepping back, taking the target away from the attack. Okay, now bring it up, switch hands, we're now going to work the other side. Now a lot of times that you see me start with my cane pointing towards the ground, the reason I do that is because if I'm out there, I'm not always walking with my cane in a fighting position. Alright? So by pointing to the ground, that's more natural because I just slid my hand, blocked, and kept myself safe. That's the low block. Now we're going to protect our upper body. We're going to do what's called a fan block. Cane's going to come up in front, drawing a circle in front of me, and then to the side. And as this happens, I'm going to be stepping to the side. So circle, and you're going to want to follow through, not all the way to the ground, but follow through, okay, knocking the attack away. Still looking forward at me, because in truth that's where the attacker is. Now let's go ahead and switch sides. What we do with one hand, we do with the other hand. Alright, remember to focus on your breath. Now, if you find that this is difficult, because your cane's heavy, you can go ahead and choke up on the cane as well. And this still counts as a fan block. Okay? This is used to protect yourself against an attack coming at you at your torso. We're now taking the fan block, but we're going to use it to defend the side that doesn't have the cane. We call this a reverse fan block. I'm still going to step away, I'm still going to draw this circle with my cane, but now I'm going to go in this direction and block. Boom. Okay? Remember, we step away from the attack to help buy us the time to get our block there and to help keep us safe if we miss the block. Now, for now, as you learn this, your actions are going to be big. In time, they're going to be small. Now let's change hands, change side. Okay? But for right now, let's practice doing the actions big so that we get used to the power that's generated. Okay? Eventually, they will be small. Alright? And that's the fan block. It's used to help protect your upper torso. Today's episode focused on cognitive diffusion. And what that basically means is taking a step back from our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, and realizing that we are not our thoughts, feelings, or emotions. That they are nothing more than just words in our head or images, pictures of what either is from the past or what we perceive the future to be. It's kind of like you're sitting on a porch and you're watching cars drive by your porch. They're just driving by. That's what your thoughts are. They're just cars driving by. Now, you can choose to get into a car or not. But let me ask you, if a big dark van came driving up in your driveway and you didn't really like the look of the driver, would you get into that van? Probably not. But there are times when there is a nice car, or shall I say a nice thought, that comes up. And it's okay to choose to engage that thought because it moves you in the direction that you want to go. And that's the key. When we see our thoughts, our feelings, and even our emotions, we need to ask ourselves, if we allow this thought or feeling to drive us away, is it going to drive us in the direction that we want to go to have the quality of life? Is that thought, is that feeling, that emotion going to empower us to have the life that we want to live that will bring us the joy, the happiness, or the contentment that we so desire? Cognitive diffusion is stepping back and looking at the thoughts, feelings, and emotions and making that choice. Now, the exercises that we did today and that we've done in the other episodes, as you do them, you're going to see that there are thoughts coming up. Oh, I'm too old for this, I'm too tired for this thought, or I don't really know if this is working for me, or I'm bored, or this is too hard. Well, as these thoughts come up for you in your workout, you have to ask yourself, if you give in to those thoughts, if you stop working out, if you allow them to hinder you or not push yourself as hard as maybe you could, is that moving you? Is that empowering you into going the direction that you want to go and having the joy and the quality time of your life that you deserve? Now you're off to a great start. The videos are helping you to train by yourself at home and to learn how to use the cane as an exercise tool and a self-defense weapon. However, this is a journey. And as with all journeys, you're going to want to take it steps further. You're going to want to use training aids like this Wave Master. You're going to want to have partners. And so your goal is to now continue your training at home and find others that you can train with. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for watching the I Can Do program. And have a great day. I Can Do!